For Church History 201, I decided to write my biography paper on Augustine of Hippo. Augustine of Hippo was known as a writer, a philosopher, church father, theologian, and skilled in rhetoric. He composed several writings, including his Confessions, The City of God, and countless other writings that influenced the culture around him. Augustine of Hippo was born on November 13th, 354 AD in Tahaski, which was an area located in North Africa. Augustine grew up with both parents in the home. His mom was named Monica and his dad known as Patricius. In Augustine's writings, the Confessions of St. Augustine, Augustine describes his father, stating, "And yet this father of mine was not at all interested in how I was growing up in relation to you, or how chaste I was. The only idea was that I should become cultured, though this culture really meant a lack of cultivation from you, and the one true and good Lord and farmer of this field is yours, my heart." In contrast to Augustine's father, his mother was known as a woman who had strong Christian values, devoted to prayer and teaching Augustine to pursue holiness. Augustine describes his mom's influence and how God used her to speak into his life at a young age, stating, "But though I did not know it, these warnings came from you. I thought that you were silent and that it was my mother who was speaking, but you were not silent. You spoke to me through her, and in despising her, I was despising you. I, her son, the son of your handmaid, servant." As a young boy, Augustine was placed in schooling that took rhetoric, literature, and other learning matters seriously. Augustine describes his schoolmasters as those who did not give him room for normal childhood activities. Augustine describes his schooling stating, "But the amusements of older people are called business, and when children indulge in their own amusements, these older people punish them for it. And no one is sorry for the children. No one is sorry for the older people. No one is sorry for both of them. I doubt whether any good judge of things would say that it was a good thing for me as a boy to be beaten by playing a ball game. I was impeded in my studies, the point of which that I should be able to perform." During Augustine's boyhood, he would pray that he would not get beaten at school. But as he became an adult, he saw God's hand, even in the midst of pain. Augustine stated, "But you, by whom the very hairs of our head are numbered, used for my good the errors of all those who kept forcing me to learn. As to me, who was so unwilling to hear you, made use of my error in order to punish me, and I richly deserved it. I so much a boy and so great a sinner." At a young age, Augustine became aware of his sinfulness. He recognized the disciplined schooling he received at such a young age would providentially suit him in his adulthood. As a teen, Augustine had no interest in Christianity, but he had a praying mother who longed for his salvation. Timothy Paul Jones wrote, "He explored every possible path to find pleasure and truth. Then he associated himself with a Manichaeist Gnostic-like sect. Augustine then moved to Italy because he could not fulfill the Gnostics' belief system. It was in Italy where Augustine heard a preacher by the name of Ambrose and accepted Christ. Augustine became a monk, but describes that as being short-lived. Augustine was ordained as an elder in the church, which was located in Hippo, then later became an overseer. As an adult, Augustine wrote several writings, one titled The City of God, Augustine wrote the writing as to how Christians would deal with the ramifications of Rome's downfall. Still today, Augustine's works has made a long-lasting impression on Christians all over the world. Augustine died on August 28, 430 AD, and his legacy and writings still equips those who are striving towards the faith today.